everyone. Welcome back to Chat with Olajimoke. It's always a pleasure having you join us. Remember, Chat with Olajimoke is a place where we talk about all things better living. And you know, I don't do this alone. With me are the wonderful co-host of the chat room. Hello, ladies. How are you doing?
Not fine.
All right. Okay, so we came across a story, and it has been trending for a while. So there's this celebrity couple that did recently did a evaluation of their marriage, and there was a lot of backlash, controversies, and all of that, especially at the wife. But before we get there, before we even go into that discussion, one thing that just came to my mind is okay. So to reevaluate your marriage is good, but what do you think about reevaluating your marriage and filming it for social media or for YouTube or for content? What do you think about that? Because I had my reservations and I want to hear our thoughts on that. So, Danny.
Okay, from my own side, I'll say a public figure. And before they could set ring lights and all that, they would have discussed and say, okay, let's do this thing. So we are just seeing maybe part two of the reevaluation they've done in their house. So putting it on YouTube, you're making money. The more you shout, the more they do this, they do that. Someone will say, let me just go and look at what they are saying there. And dollars, and they're earning in dollars. So to me, it's a mutual agreement between both of them. And one thing I will say again is it helps a lot. Even the young couples, young one that just got married, is a good thing for them to see that kind of evaluation. They are truthful to themselves. So I don't think it's a bad idea from my own side.
Okay. Precious.
Okay, so I'll say the reevaluation is not bad. It's not a bad one. Reason being is the fact that they came up open, which so many couples belong to.
Mm-hmm.
In as much as they put it on YouTube or across all social medias, right? I also add that they agreed. I believe they came to a compromise and reached an agreement rather that they should put it out. So I don't think, number one, just like you said, they are public figures. And so there's nothing wrong in doing that. So it's not bad. I think younger ones should even learn lessons from what they shared, not about.
Atidaya, what do you think?
Me, I'm more conservative. For me, I usually am unable to wrap my head around why everybody wants to expose every single part of their lives.
Okay.
And then people now start showing, maybe, it might be a form of therapy for them. Just maybe like something they would throw online, they get a feedback from, and then maybe work on feedback. But for me, I am not a person that likes all that everybody in my business kind of a thing.
Okay, so why I said that I wanted to hear our thoughts on this. I love that they reevaluated their marriage, which is how it's supposed to be. 5 years, 7 years, however you choose to do it, it's fine. But there were certain things that were very personal, yes, deep and personal to them that should have been shared. If it's something like how we met, or random people married couples do content regularly and they put it out there. But I felt like this was very intimate and very personal to them. If it was random topics like what would you choose, what's your best food, all those things. Very but things that are very deep.
Yeah.
Yes, I also understand that there are some people that need because looking at the comment section, there are several people that said this is beautiful content. I've learned a lot. I'm writing is good. But my own reservation was the fact that there were too many things that was supposed to be an intimate thing that they shared outside, and that's where the backlash came from. You get? So that's my own opinion.
But without the intimate things they shared, it would have looked
like
staged.
normal,
exactly.
Not even normal, it would have looked staged. Like, okay, these are the things we want you people to
To
see.
see.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you can do content and it's not staged. But there are some things that are intimate. This is my opinion.
Yes, I think I know the direction she was coming
Yes,
from.
if you can do this is content we are
And
doing.
again,
It's not staged.
just like there was a question that they asked. I don't know if I can go ahead.
Yes, because they're going
There
there.
was a question that I think the husband asked, that did you trust me?
100%.
You know when that answer was coming, right? Probably I knew where the wife was coming from,
Yes.
but he needed a yes or no answer. And such questions don't just bring about a yes or no answer.
They are not a yes or no answer.
And she was
It's
trying
deeper than yes or no.
So for her to try to,
Wrap things around it before she was
She was-
Yes, so she was saying things.
and there are some things she
and
didn't also want to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are
So
some
that's why I'm
things
saying
we
that
want to see.
it's not
Yeah.
about being staged.
Yeah.
You can reevaluate your marriage. You can talk about your kids. You can talk about those things. But there's all those trust issues, the insecurity, the checking the phone. All those things.
No, I like that
And
part.
we are going to talk about it.
She was
We're going to
being
talk
real.
about it.
Exactly.
Yes,
She was being
She
real.
was being real.
Real to herself.
No, let's not get there yet.
Alright.
Because what I just want us to establish is what do you think about filming the reevaluation, because it was deeper than what we should see. I have my opinion. But
Yeah, I don't
at
see
least
anything.
you said you don't see anything in
I
it.
didn't see anything
You said you don't see anything in it.
filming it. It's even actually good for the couples, even if we're not going to put it out.
Yeah.
Right.
But for them, yes. So two of you are on the same table. Myself and Auntie we are on the same table. So
We're kind of not on the same page 100%. That's why I said, even if they film it and keep it.
okay. All right. So now let's go into the conversation and the things that made, because when I saw I didn't see the video initially, and I'm sure that that video would have gotten a lot of views from what people are seeing on Instagram and Twitter. You get, so I was one of those people. I was like, why is she trending? And I saw a lot of why is she trending until I saw the video and I know how people bring things out of context.
Yeah.
Some people did not watch the entire thing. They don't know where she was coming from.
Yeah.
They don't know what they were saying, and they just picked it.
The short
They just picked it and they just said she's insecure. So from what you saw, if you haven't seen it, I know that people that are seeing it, the way we are talking about, we don't want to mention it. Go and see it so that you can understand where we are coming from.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you think that I wanted to mention her name, but thank God I remember. Do you think that she is or she was now? Do you think she was? She is. Let me just use she is.
Yeah.
Do you think she's insecure?
Mm.
Do you think she's insecure?
She started out as being insecure, which for me is normal. It
For
is
everyone.
normal.
Yeah, I think I was
She
also-
came into the marriage. She was married to a last born.
Yeah.
One wahala. She is coming from the only child,
Child.
no sibling. Another wahala.
was alone.
Then this man is a fine boy.
Exactly. Public
Another one. Up
Actor.
and coming actor. It was
Imagine.
during that period that
Yeah.
he was
Famous.
becoming known.
Another one.
All those things,
Different compartments.
all those issues.
Yeah.
No matter how strong-minded the woman seems to be, it will eat on her
Yeah.
ego. Because women that you wouldn't think would approach your husband will be, you be like, hey, Bami, what is happening? And then, further on he was talking about creating boundaries and all that. So I could get a picture of, maybe then for him it was just up and come and he was thinking, they're just being nice. Because there are men like that. If a woman smiles at them, even flirts with them, they'll go like, she was just being nice.
Yeah.
In their heads,
Yeah.
they are thinking,
Yeah.
no now.
Till they get into trouble.
You understand? So for me, I
Till
wouldn't
they get
blame
into
her.
trouble.
Yes, till they get into trouble. So I wouldn't blame her in the early stages of her marriage where she felt insecure. But where I did not like was when she was talking about that checking phone. No. I am not a school of thought that supports taking someone's phone, your spouse's phone, and start checking through. It's a different thing when you go like, please, your phone, I want to make a call. You make your call, you drop it off.
What if when you were making the call, something now popped up? So
No, something popped up, something will always pop up.
Okay.
If you are the kind of person that can unpop your eyes, you unpop. If you are the kind of person
No,
that
it's
can
not
unpop your eyes,
easy.
you unpop.
Hey,
How do you unpop your
it's
eyes?
not though.
Like you just log out.
Yeah.
And if the thing is not something that is
Imagine.
See,
that you
for
think
me,
might
Maybe it's just
No,
hello
for
baby.
me, if I'm
And you
only
see, excuse me, you
you want to talk about it.
exactly. You want
That
to
was
do
why I
that
said
thing.
if you are the kind that can pop, you pop. If you are the kind that can unpop, you unpop. But just picking the phone and then you're like,
randomly just want to check.
Doesn't make sense.
no,
Doesn't
for
make
me, it was you don't need it. The more you try to investigate a man, the more he thinks he is wise. But when you
And-
just leave him,
And it's even
He will play into your
it's you now become
paranoid.
you become paranoid, you
Yeah.
start thinking things, you start your peace of mind is very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ignorance is bliss. Oh.
Ah.
You don't know like this, but some people want to. I want to know. Then I know. Then now, well, that's my opinion.
But you know what? You know when she got married, she was naive. You know, she was coming from the side from this angle. She was into so many stuff then too. I think she worked with some magazines. She was the popular.
She was doing well.
Yes, she was doing well for herself. So getting married, now dropping most of the stuffs, bearing her husband's name to the fullest, both the middle name and the last name.
The last
She dropped all the important.
Okay, so are you saying that made her insecure?
Yes, she dropped everything. Now being the wife of the so-called, the upcoming actor, the upcoming famous, being famous at that time. Most of the things she does that time, she stopped. Because I checked.
Okay, because I don't know. I don't know.
I
About
checked,
that.
I checked
Okay,
most
went
of
for
yes,
that.
exactly. So most of the things she does, then she stopped. So being at home, doing the wifey, and the only child, like what she said. So she would definitely do also some silly things that I'm very sure now. If she sat herself down and think about maybe the last 7 years,
Some of us are
she will
done things
slap.
that we are not
She will
proud
slap.
of.
Exactly. She will slap herself and tell herself that.
No, the truth is that we have done things that we are not proud of, and if you're looking back, you're like, what was I thinking?
Exactly.
Why did I do this? You know,
So from the onset, insecure is a norm. It's a norm for the young, even for let's tell ourselves the truth. The men too. Most of them are insecure, but they don't just show it.
Sure.
Yeah, true.
They won't show it. It's only us that will show. Will try and check what is now our problem. Phone will pick it up. I've done that before anyway. And it does not.
Does not pay.
All right, Precious, what do you think? Do you think that she is insecure?
When I was watching that thing, I wouldn't say I saw her as an insecure person.
Presently, she's not.
Yes, that's why I said while watching it, because she has grown over over the course of the years. So I wouldn't say I saw her as an insecure person. I just saw her as someone that was being sincere.
Yes.
You know, someone that majority of what she was saying is practically what's going on in different people's homes, right?
Yeah.
So it's just that she brought hers out, and I might not be the kind of person that checks phone, you know, but I might be the kind of person that asks questions. So she was checking phone, asking questions, doing all I think she needed to do to guard her home in that light. But I don't know, I never saw her. Probably I would say she was insecure when she started the marriage,
Yes.
but she grew, she got better. So I just saw her as someone that was being sincere.
Being open.
Okay. So sometimes growing up, growing a new couple is a terrain that you don't know. You've never been there, so there is every tendency that you're doing some things wrong, and as you grow in the marriage, you grow better. Because, like we all said, right now I don't think she's.
No, she's no longer that person.
But I want us to talk about this. So we have people like this guy. We have pastors. We have people that are up there that are in the limelight. We have all these kind of people, and there are so many ladies around them. And sometimes it's a challenge for the wives I won't say it a lot of times that there are some issues from the church point of view. There are some people, there are some issues that is the pastor's wife that is supposed to handle. But no, they will bypass pastor's wife, they will go to pastor. And I used to tell my husband something. I say, because they know that the pastor's wife is going to tell them that this thing that you did does not make sense.
Yeah.
You know, you tell, because she's a girl like you or a lady like you, she will say it as it is.
Yes.
But you know, the pastor will rub your ego and say, okay. So they want to go and hear that. If you want, you don't want to go and hear that. So all right, so that's just by the way. So how do people that have husbands in this scenario that we have painted, how do they cope? Because this is our own, or as Adventure was starting, this was our own coping mechanism, you know, to go and to, please, who is this person? I want to know, is there anything going? And then she said something. She said, when she was saying that, do you trust, when she was asking, do you trust, she said, I trust that if something is wrong, you will keep me in the loop.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's some people want to know, is there anybody? Is there someone that is throwing themselves at you? Is there something going on? Do you have affection for this person? You know, so I'm talking too much, but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What should ladies or wives in this situation, what should they do? Because it's the reality of some people.
Yeah.
I don't think it is what the wife should do, but what the
Husband
husband
should do.
Like she said
you.
something, she said communication. She kept emphasizing on communication, that their marriage is at a point where they now communicate better. That if they had communicated that same way
2 years
at the onset, that they wouldn't have had the issues early in that. So for me, it's just communication. And then when a woman says something, a man should just
honestly
stop and listen.
thank you.
Okay, this woman is doing like this person.
Why are you taking it personal?
I had a friend then. There was this lady that was always, and I kept telling me, this lady wants more than you can offer. It was like, you started.
And you were saying it because you also
yeah.
woman.
And I
Thank
kept
you.
telling him, the day the lady was going to show him, he escaped by the skin of his teeth. He now called me, I was like, he said, I said, did I not tell you? But believe you me, another one happened again, and I kept on talking, and he was like,
Another lady again.
You started again.
a fine boy.
Ladies man.
The thing is someone who is empathic. You understand? He is not a womanizer.
Yeah.
But you see, when a lady says, when a woman, whether married or whether single, whether small, when the person says, oh, my hand hurts, he wants to help you carry the hand.
And then the lady starts to think
Yes.
more than that.
Thank you.
And there are several ladies like that.
Yeah.
So I think for me, number one, communication. Then number two, when a woman talks, please just keep quiet and just listen. Just keep quiet for a minute and just look at what she's saying. If you now don't see it, you can come back and say, oh, I'm not seeing it. No, I'm not seeing it
From that direction,
your point of view.
Yeah.
But men, it's a lie.
They won't.
I think I should also add that the man should learn how to, create boundaries.
Yes.
Put some certain kind of guard for himself, knowing that without that, then people can break. Some people are just ready to break through anything. But if you know that this is what works for me, after this parameter, you're pushing it, then it will help you, know what to do at time.
And because there are some ladies that is the man that you have finished working on.
No.
When
I got some ladies, all of them.
When they are wrong for what you were not attracted to them.
Okay.
You have now made this person. He's now, you
Someone
have
that was
just
wearing-
like
someone that was
the
wearing-
combination was rubbish.
May I ask you a question?
Someone that was wearing green and
Let me ask a question.
Thank you.
When the 18 karat gold was in its rough, did you
When you go there.
You didn't tell the person that no, it's the raw form of the 18 karat gold that
I like.
I want to brush it. I want to
But some went for that raw gold.
But if someone did not, if someone did not pick that wrong, I think it
We
now.
reform the raw gold.
Yes, that was the raw gold that you now decided. We are post it. Oh, I like this one. Oh, Abayomi to be attached to a success story.
Yeah.
Nobody
I think
wants
one
a
day, I think one day we
failed
should even talk about that, because really, what happens when this person was just I don't want to use a nobody, like now you're seeing the person like a polished, fine, you now say, God, I want a man that is like this, that is like this. Meanwhile, you never knew how this person was slim.
Yeah.
Or this
And in
person
most
was
cases, it's because we ladies that are married, we have done a lot of
a
work.
lot.
We have done a lot of work, and then you now
And we are still doing that work.
yes,
it's a work in progress. It keeps getting better.
please
Keeps getting better.
be guided.
Men should listen to. You see, yes, what we call instinct.
Yeah.
When a woman tells you that this your so-called friend,
It's moving to another
I'm
side.
not comfortable the way you people move, don't fight your wife.
Yeah.
Listen, check. Maybe she's saying the truth or she's not. But men,
They'll be defensive.
no,
There's nothing there.
I know what
She's
I'm
not
doing.
there.
Is that I know what I'm
At the end
doing?
of the
that they are
day,
human.
exactly.
They are human.
Just
They
like where that lady said that, not like I don't trust you, but I don't trust your flesh.
flesh.
So the fact that they can
That's
have
it.
And I got that one. That thing that she said makes sense.
It does.
It makes sense.
It does.
It does, oh.
It's
No matter how much you
especially the kind of job he does.
It does.
Imagine. This guy we're talking about in a week, in a row, each film.
How many people you kiss?
Mm-hmm.
A lot too. If
And then you see the
people they are trying. Honestly.
And you're like, oh,
There was one of those ladies that are talking.
Can they take it?
Do you know what? This kissing is not just heck. There's some intimate kissing.
nobody
That's-
knows that they are acting.
I know.
And because I've
don't
never
act and
played
get to
that
my
role
side.
before.
I cannot.
There was one interview they did for the wife we're talking about, and she said she saw one movie that her husband did.
She was like, wow.
That the kiss was passionate. That she saw that kiss and she said, no, this is not me. This is not.
Probably she, you know why? Why she say that?
Because
Because she was
knows
seeing
her
him.
husband.
You know one thing.
She asked
You know how you know the reaction. You're like,
He has got the idea.
I think she asked him. I think I saw that in the
Yes.
she asked him that
She said she
was
went
telling you that was there
Are you
something
sure?
after.
Are you
Well, there's
sure?
something
He said it's there, but you know he
What about that
knows.
question she asked that? Am I the woman? I don't know. I'm trying to place how she asked that question. The person that is there?
That I had in mind, the kind of wife.
Wife.
That I had in mind to
Kind of
marry.
picture.
Wanted
The picture.
her to.
Mm.
And I like the way.
I love their sincerity.
Yeah.
Because some of those
Yes.
things, some people will not discuss it in their marriage. Their marriage is 100.
Yes.
But really,
Yeah.
if every married couple can sit down and reevaluate their marriage, not necessarily spill out all these things, it will help your marriage get better.
Yeah.
That's when you realize that there's some things inside, rather not say inside, in the mind of your spouse that you can just find out. Because intimate moments like that bring out some things that normally normal discussion of how are you, how was your day would not bring out. So
All right. So, what are your final thoughts on this reevaluating marriage? What are your final thoughts?
Reevaluating in marriage is cool. You should do it. It is necessary. Sit yourself down and talk. You know when you talk like that, there are some things you will talk on a normal day that will lead to fight. But that kind of conversation, you are being sincere
like
to each
don't
other.
be angry. Don't reevaluate your marriage on the bed.
No. It will lead to something else.
Because some of the time, don't know what you are saying. When you are done, you stand up and it's not the thing. I don't know. Don't reevaluate your marriage on
No,
the
this one
bed.
they are particular about what they wanted to do.
Some women
And
would
then
think
they
it's
were
until when
looking
you're
for-
on that romantic mood. That's when you can. No, that's not what your
It has to
evaluation
be a
is.
frank discussion.
Yes. So it's not that thing you see on the bed. That's what I'm trying to say.
And
Don't go to the bed and do.
Just be particular about it. When you want to do it, you should be particular. Then you should be particular. Like
Intentional.
Sorry, be
Intentional.
intentional. This is what we want to do. We want to
Our
sit
aim,
down.
yes.
Want to it could be outside of your house,
Mhm.
just the two of you, so that there won't be distractions.
Distraction.
Just the two of you, and you sit down and you talk frankly.
Yeah.
And then it is a listen, don't judge kind of a situation.
Yes, so
Because if you look at what we saw, both of them tried to listen and not judge.
Yeah.
You see it on their face.
Yeah.
Those places where they fell
Somehow, but they
somehow.
exactly. Kasara.
Yes. Yes. Even places where the wife wanted, can I?
No.
You
Yeah.
understand? So it has to be that kind of a situation where you won't judge your spouse. You just want to listen. Oh yeah, talk.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Point
me
out.
to talk. These are the questions I have for you. What do you think? And then it charts a way forward for the marriage, the relationship. You know, if okay, am I going the next 7 years with this person? Is this person going on this journey with me, or it is looking like this person in 2 years time, the person will just tell you, hey, I'm done,
Thank
and
you.
the person just disappears. So you would know.
Okay, precious. Your last one to this.
I think I will still dwell on the fact that everything is built on trust.
Yes.
Right? Even as we were speaking, the thing that keep coming to my mind is the trusting. In as much as she was trying to be sincere and all that, some things just really need a yes or no answer. You know why I said so? Because I did fine, you trust me might have children at the back, meaning some things to talk about. But do you know at the end of the day, when after that conversation, that person gets up and still reflects
Yeah,
on that
think
thing.
about it.
Yes, and sometimes it brings like another like a different pointer to how that person can start seeing life or dealing like you mean she didn't really trust me. You mean see life
But
is
then,
deep.
wait,
But when we
at
started
that
this
point-
conversation, you said that there are some questions that are not yes or no.
Yeah.
Yes,
Now
that's
you're
what I'm
saying
saying.
that-
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That is why that question of do you really trust me is not. I don't know. I
Maybe
think
at
it's
that
not
time,
at that time.
she should have just said yes. And then later,
And
she
say,
have-
do you know why I said this? Because you know why she was trying to say that I don't trust you. The guy
No,
was saying,
even
the
if
guy
you
was
really trust
Do you really
it
trust
was 100%.
and then the guy said yes. Then she's going to now say, I don't trust the flesh.
I know.
You know,
Guys-
if she had
guys-
said
guys
no,
be sincere.
if she
Guys
had
will
not
trust
said
their
100,
wives.
if she had not said 100%, she would have said yes.
Guys will even trust their wife because they know in and out. But we women, we
No,
don't. I'm saying
it
for
is
someone
not
like
okay
me,
to
yes,
trust
if I was
their
that
wife,
guy,
so-
for someone
not
like
all.
me, I don't know. For someone like me,
Mm.
if I was that guy, after that analysis she gave, I will go back, yes, and reflect on.
But that's how it's
And
supposed
that's
to be.
good.
Yes.
That's how it's supposed
That's
to be.
good.
That's
I
reevaluation.
might not reflect on other things.
Is that what
That
it
trust?
is?
You know why? Because I always feel like I always tell my husband, everything is built on trust. The
Yes.
fact that I say I do, I walk up to you to the altar to say I do, is because I just trust that there's a bit of trust at that moment, right? So that trust, I don't know.
I want to be sure a man has my back. I can't just
You see this I love you. It's not I love you first though.
No.
It's I trust that when you are alone. Then the love start growing.
Yeah, but she was not
that's
saying she
when-
was not really trust him. She said
I
she
know.
did not trust him 100%.
Anyway, we are supposed to share our final thoughts, and you have opened another topic. Alright, so my final thought on this is that reevaluation is fantastic. Everything you're doing, you're supposed to reevaluate, go back and check, okay, how has it been? How have we had? We, for my family, we do it every year actually. We go back and look, okay, so how did we do? And it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it should be honest.
True.
It should be an honest discussion.
Yes, it should be.
Say it as it is. It might hurt
course,
at the moment, but you take it, because when you're reevaluating, you're not expecting them to be patting you,
No.
letting you. You're supposed to take the wrongs and make it better.
Yeah.
And I believe that this couple, by the time they are reevaluating again, maybe in the next 7 years,
It'll be better.
they'll be better.
Yes,
which is how it's supposed to be.
Better.
Don't sweep things under the carpet and just because by the time the thing will blow, it will blow out.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll not end this episode without playing our game. So it's game time. Drum roll. We used to do drum roll now. Alright, so this is a 3-2-1 game.
Okay.
You're going to share 3 good things that happened to you today. Share 2 lessons you have learned in the past 3 months, and share 1 thing you are grateful for. But you have to be as fast as possible. So to D, share 3 good things that happened to you. Share 2 lessons you have learned in the past 3 months. Share 1 thing that you're grateful for.
Three things that happened to me today.
Yeah. Good things.
Three good things that happened to me
Yes.
today.
Hmm.
I thank God for the gift of life.
Hallelujah.
Start.
Number 2.
Number two. Ah,
Yeah, number 3. She's stuck. Okay.
stop. Okay.
All right. Share 2 lessons you have learned in the past 3 months.
2 lessons I've learned in the past 3 months. Have faith. Have faith. Um,
Have faith. Yes. Okay. So that is our face. Number 1, number 2.
Number 2, be patient.
Yeah.
Like just be patient.
Alright. One thing you're grateful for.
I'm grateful for family. My birthday was a few days ago. I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful for when I mean family, I don't mean family by blood. I mean sisters that God gave me.
Hallelujah.
I'm grateful
Hallelujah. Thank you.
my children. My children.
Now it's making us
My
emotional. I refuse to cry.
That be your turn. 3 good things that happened to you today. 2 lessons you have learned in the past 3 months. 1 thing you're grateful for.
3 things that happened.
Good things that happened
Good
to you
things that
today.
happened to me today. Being alive.
I know that's going to be
Number 1 of the
for everybody.
And then I could get money to.
Okay, number 3. Okay, she stopped. Share 2 lessons that you have learned in the past 3 months.
Yeah. Number 1. Oh.
She's speaking. We're moving on.
Number one. To be prudent.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Moving on. Time up. Share 1 thing you're grateful for.
I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for
1 thing. It's 1 thing.
One thing.
yes,
One
my
thing.
family. I'm grateful for my mom.
Break it down.
I want to expatiate.
Okay. Thank you, Precious. Share 3 good things that happened to you
No,
today.
allow me talk.
Share 2 lessons that you have learned in the past 3 months. Share 1 thing you're grateful for.
All my own came together. It's like a game.
Okay. Share 3 good things that happened to you today.
Okay. Waking up. It's number 1. Number 2, that my day started, like I had plans for the day and I've been taking it, it's been going beautifully. And I think being part of what we're doing now was part of what I had for the day. And the fact that we're doing it, thank God you actually didn't cancel it. So I had it listed up, like aligned, like what I wanted to do today. So yeah. So those are the
Yeah. Okay.
So
Share 2 lessons you have learned in the past 3 months.
Trust God. You know, I think at some point you're looking like, but trust God no matter what it is. Be patient because I don't know. Finally, I would say I just believe that God got you.
yes.
So that's for the ending of the year rather taught me that God got you 100%.
Share 1 thing you're grateful for.
Oh, I'm grateful for my health. I don't know because I believe it's when you're in perfect health that things get.
Time up. Okay, so
Yeah.
3 good things that has happened to me today. Of course, that one that is unanimous to everybody. I'm grateful for the gift of life. Number 2, I'm grateful for my children. Number 3, I'm grateful for my siblings, my mom, and my husband.
You said 3 things that happened to you.
Yes.
You went to the second.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Gift of life. Today,
Yes.
simply I'm asking the question. Goodbye. Sorry. Okay, so I'm grateful that I'm alive today. Number 2, I'm grateful that I was able to do school runs today. Number 3, I'm grateful that I'm stuck. Okay. Yeah, trust God and family is everything. Yeah.
Okay.
One thing
that I'm grateful for.
She don't mention that one.
I'm grateful for my family.
Yes.
My husband, my children, my mom.
Tada.
All right. I hope you have learned a lot of things as much as
Yeah.
we have, and you enjoyed the episode too. We'll see you again next time. Don't forget to keep keeping it real. Bye
Bye bye.
bye.